not me today, bro.
What's up, Jesse?
You know what's up. Don't get in front of my car, bro.
Hey,
I'm not in front of the car, man.
Back up. Private property. Private property.
I'm here. I'm in the sidewalk.
Doesn't matter.
How do you
You're not
think
on the
it's someone
sidewalk,
with
bro.
you in my fucking face? Get out
You
of my
are not
face.
on the sidewalk. Get on the.
You're
Get on
on
the sidewalk.
private property.
Get
How
on
do
the
you think it's
sidewalk.
going?
dude.
Stop
Get
asking me how it's going. Get out of here.
Get on the sidewalk.
Why are you mad like that, Jesse?
I'm not afraid to actually set boundaries.
Dude. Move.
You know what I mean? I'm not afraid.
It started like any other lazy summer evening in Malibu. Beachy breeze in the air. Influencers posing beside overpriced lattes and the predictable buzz of paparazzi lenses clicking faster than you can say organic matcha. But then boom, a black SUV door swings open, out steps Justin Bieber, not with his usual hoodie-draped nonchalance, but with purpose. What came next? 11 minutes of raw, unfiltered emotion, a public reckoning, and maybe just maybe a redefining moment for celebrity. Boundaries in the age of 24/7 scrutiny. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and helps us bring you enjoyable content. And of course, watch till the end. Bieber didn't just ask for space. He demanded it, firm, composed, emotional. He was like a volcano simmering beneath a Calvin Klein denim jacket, channeling a little bit of yay, a sprinkle of dad energy, and a whole lot of I've had enough. But what happened during that 11-minute monologue? What does it really say about fame, fatherhood, and finding peace in a world that refuses to let you rest? And how is this moment reshaping the conversation around mental health and privacy for public figures? Let's rewind and unpack the spectacle. And the humanity behind the headlines. Do you remember the floppy-haired kid who sang Baby like his life depended on it? Yeah, same. Now picture him with a baby of his own, holding pacifiers instead of mics, Googling how to swaddle a newborn at 3 a.m. like every other new dad on the planet. This wasn't just Bieber being extra outside Soho House. This was a new father drawing a line in the sand. Becoming a parent changes you in wild, unpredictable ways. For Justin, it's not just about late-night bottle feeds or choosing the right stroller. It's about protecting his child from the same blinding spotlight that swallowed his own youth. And that's not paranoia, that's experience. Remember when he couldn't even go to Starbucks without a camera up his nostrils? Or the time the paparazzi tripped over a scooter just to get a glimpse of his latest tattoo? Yeah, he's not doing that to his kid. So maybe the rant wasn't a meltdown. Maybe it was a declaration, a dad roar. But what exactly was said? Let's be clear. This wasn't your typical Hollywood hissy fit. No thrown lattes, no storming off, no publicist yanking him away mid-sentence. Justin stood there, looked directly at the cameras, and said with absolute clarity, "Don't talk to me, we'll set boundaries tonight." Chills, right? He wasn't shouting, he wasn't threatening, he was just done. And not in the bratty tabloid-fueled way. In the I'm a grown man with responsibilities now kind of way. Throughout the 11-minute monologue, he touched on fatherhood, fame, and the ongoing pressure of living a life that's never truly his own. His tone oscillated between frustrated and philosophical, like someone who's wrestled with his demons and come out the other side, holding a diaper bag. He mentioned peace, boundaries, respect, all things that sound simple until you're just done. Let's zoom out. Why this moment? Why now? If you're not a celebrity, paparazzi might seem like a minor nuisance. A few camera clicks, some silly questions, and boom, page 6 material. But in reality, it's a surveillance state with no off switch. Imagine never being able to run to CVS in sweats without your photo ending up on a gossip blog with the headline, "Has he let himself go?" Now multiply that by 10. Add a crying infant in the backseat and a camera flash strong enough to blind you at midnight. That's Bieber's daily life. And unlike the early 2000s where stars could sneak away to their secret homes in Malibu, today's digital age means everywhere is fair game. Every meal, every sigh, every diaper emergency. The Soho House moment wasn't a tantrum. It was a flare fired into the sky. Enough. Is it really so radical to want privacy with your child? Here's a universal truth. No one, no matter how rich, famous, or impeccably moisturized, is prepared for the wild ride that is fatherhood. Sleepless nights, babies spitting up on $1,200 sneakers. The haunting question, why won't they stop crying? You could be performing at the Grammys one night and learning to install a car seat the next. Justin Bieber is living that duality. He's no longer just a pop icon. He's a man trying to keep his child safe in a world that's constantly watching. His music is still playing in clubs, but he's also playing peekaboo in the living room. Fatherhood strips away your ego. It demands selflessness, and for someone who's spent years being chased, adored, and dissected, it might be the very grounding force he's needed all along. But grounding doesn't mean silence. This isn't Justin's first public confrontation with boundaries, nor is it his first emotional appeal for understanding. From canceling tours to speaking openly about his anxiety and past drug use, he's been candid about the weight fame puts on your psyche. This latest rant wasn't unstable. It was vulnerable. That distinction matters. In fact, we need to talk about how quickly the media labels male emotion as crazy or meltdown. When Kanye West cries, when Will Smith slaps, when Bieber pleads, there's always a chorus of he's lost. But what if they haven't? What if we're just watching men publicly navigate emotions they were never taught to process? In that light, Bieber's Soho House stand wasn't just about cameras. It was about healing, growth, protecting peace, not performing it, and maybe, just maybe, you relate more than you think. There's a reason the phrase celebrity culture feels like an oxymoron. We want our stars to be glamorous but also grounded, relatable but untouchable, honest but never messy. And when they do show emotion, real, unfiltered, inconvenient emotion, we panic. We meme it. We dissect it. We spin it into clickbait. But celebrities are not concepts. They're not characters written into our timelines. They're people. Justin's 11-minute Soho House moment was his line in the sand. His "I'm not doing this dance anymore." His "I'm a father now." Respect that. So here's a question worth asking. Why do we demand so much from people we don't even know? When was the last time you said no and meant it? No, I'm not taking that extra shift. No, I won't let you talk to me like that. No, I'm not sacrificing my peace. It's hard right now. Imagine saying that to an entire culture obsessed with access. Bieber didn't just say no to a camera. He said no to being seen as property, as entertainment, as available. It was more than a rant. It was a reset. And maybe, just maybe, that's something we all need to practice. Firm, respectful, unapologetic boundaries. This 11-minute clip outside Soho House wasn't just tabloid fodder. It was a mirror, a cultural flashpoint, a human moment we weren't supposed to see but desperately needed to. It was a new dad overwhelmed, a public figure exhausted, a human being finally heard. And in that tension between spectacle and sincerity, something powerful happened. We were reminded that fame doesn't protect you from pain, that money can't buy peace, and that even the biggest stars need space to breathe. So maybe we stop calling it a rant. Maybe we call it what it was. A boundary bravely set in public. Set boundaries before you hit a breaking point. You don't need to justify your peace. Vulnerability isn't weakness, especially for men. Fatherhood changes everything. Even if you're global pop royalty, saying no is the most powerful thing you can do for your mental health. Maybe you're not chased by paparazzi or hounded outside trendy restaurants, but you do know what it feels like to be stretched thin. To feel like people expect too much, to want just 5 minutes of quiet. So what's your Soho House moment? What are you ready to say no to? What boundary have you been afraid to draw? Take a page from Bieber's playbook. Speak your truth, protect your peace, and if someone asks why, just tell them, "I'm not playing nice anymore." Have you ever had to draw a line in the sand like Justin did? What did you learn from it? Let's talk boundaries, parenthood, and personal growth. Let's be real. Let's be human.